Hi, I'm Taryn.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
And your name is?
Gabby. Sorry.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
nice to meet you.
I'll help you with your code.
Thanks.
Did you have any trouble finding the place?
No, well, kind of, but I mean, it was only a brief detour, so sorted it out in the end.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Before we start, can I get you coffee or tea? Water?
Tea would be really nice.
Sure.
Thanks. Yeah.
Thank you. Alright. So you said you had a little trouble finding the place. Did you get a chance to talk to the receptionist before you came in?
Briefly, she handed me the confidentiality agreement, and I just sort of looked it over and signed it at the bottom.
Okay, so I'll just do like a quick review of just kind of what it says and what it means.
Sure.
So whatever we talk about in this sessions are in a safe place and with confidentiality. The only time that I'd be forced to breach it would be if you are at risk of harming yourself or someone else,
Okay.
if a child or someone deemed vulnerable is at risk, if my notes are subpoenaed in court,
Okay.
and if you give me written consent to
Sure.
disclose what happened in our
Okay.
sessions. Okay, so do you have any questions about that?
No. Yeah.
Pretty
It's pretty
straightforward.
straightforward. Yeah, I looked it over.
Yeah. So, would you just like to start by telling me a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Yeah.
What brings you in?
I just moved to Ottawa. I was going to St. Lawrence College in Kingston, and I found a really great job here, so I moved on down.
And how are you liking Ottawa so far?
I really like it.
It's a bit of a change.
It's a bit of a change, a little bit bigger than Kingston, but I do like it, and it's exciting to sort of be on my feet after university. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
I actually looked at St. Lawrence, but took other things, but it was a really nice campus. So.
Absolutely, yeah, it's great. Yeah.
And so you've been trying to get settled and
Trying to get settled. Obviously, I had a bit of a setback
yes,
with the arm, but
so can you tell me what happened?
I was actually out rollerblading and I hit a rock and caught myself with my hand. So yeah, it's been a bit of a setback for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So have you been to the doctor?
I went. I've been in the sling for about a week now. I've got another 2 weeks of sort of this situation. It's not really sore anymore. It's more just this is like a protection thing. So I'm not
Precautionary.
really- Yeah, exactly.
So how has the arm affected you?
Well, I did end up being laid off from my job just because it was a physical job. I needed to be lifting. I needed to be moving things, and you know, in my state right now, I can't be doing that for my own health and well-being. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm out of job, which of course is stressful. So yeah.
So they weren't willing to just wait the 2 weeks. They just needed.
Well, you know, I'll be out of the sling in 2 weeks, but then you know, I don't want to be pushing myself. I don't want to be injured. So at that point, the stakes were just too high.
Just wasn't a good
Yeah,
fit
so
anymore.
I was let go.
Okay. So how is having no job affecting you so far?
Well, the thing is, you know, I just graduated from school. I did really well paying off all my loans, but I don't have any savings. So, you know, being out of job, I'm really worried about not making rent this month. You know, not being able to use my cell phone, my bus pass. So these are things that, like, you know, you just need to have.
They're necessities.
Yeah.
Especially when you're looking for a job, if you don't have these things, you won't be able to go to the different interviews and
No.
contact friends and family,
Yeah.
whatever. So, okay. So, you've been saying that you don't have enough money for your rent.
Yeah.
When is your rent due?
Rent is due this Friday, actually. So the landlord's sort of like given me, you know, a warning.
Is there any way that he could be flexible with giving you a little bit more time, given your circumstances?
I really don't think so. I mean, he has a lot of tenants and he's got a lot of people waiting to sort of get into the building. Sort of
Popular spot.
popular spot, absolutely. So yeah, I don't really see him being all that flexible. I mean, I've already been given a warning, so that's not voting very well against me. Yeah.
Okay, well, do you have any friends or family that you would be able to stay with for the time being?
Not right now. Well, I mean, everyone else is back home, so you know, I moved here to be independent, be on my own.
And you were just kind of getting settled, and then this injury happened to you.
Yeah.
That you got to a little bit further.
Yeah, it was a major setback for sure. You know, just when I was getting on my feet, then, you know, everything that I worked for was just gone.
So it sounds like our first concern is making sure that your basic needs are being met and that you're not living on the street.
Yeah.
So I've heard you say that you want to be independent and that you've sort of paid off all your debt and you want to start moving forward in your life and getting a job. So I want to maintain that independence for you. I'm thinking about maybe some temporary housing situations that might be best for you. How do you feel about that? Do you know much about the temporary housing that's available in Ottawa?
Not really. I really like the idea that it's temporary because I do want to be back on my feet as soon as possible.
Okay, so I have one resource in mind. It's called the Cornerstone House. So I'm thinking that I can just pull up the website maybe for you,
Okay.
and we can take a look at it. Okay, so their front page just kind of has an outlook of what their facility looks like and what they're about. So it's a temporary housing shelter for women. They offer meals and they ensure that all of your basic needs are met. They also provide housing search and rent geared housing. So what it means is when you start to get an income again, they help you find a place that is more suitable for your rent needs, and which would allow you to pay your bills as well. How does this look so far?
I really like that they offer some support, so I'll be able to sort of get on my feet once I'm in there. So I think that's a really good idea. I do like that they offer these rent geared to income because I feel like maybe where I was living now was taking up a little bit too much of my pay. So I'll be able to find somewhere that accommodates what I make a little bit better.
Okay. Yeah. So what I'm thinking I'll do for you is I'm just going to print out their information page.
Okay.
When's the last day that you're due in your equipment?
Friday. Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
So, alright, so what I'm thinking, our first step is going to be is getting you settled into this temporary housing, maybe getting a call to them.
Sure.
Since you're being evicted on Friday or your rent is due on Friday and you won't be able to pay it, like we discussed, I think you should call them maybe at the end of our session and just see if they have a bed ready and available for you on Friday, so that way you have that stress off your shoulders and you can look forward to the move and get all your stuff settled, and then after that we can work on the job search.
Sure.
So would you be comfortable in calling them after?
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely want to give them a call and do this sort of as independently as I possibly could.
So we'll call them at the end. We'll go into the other room. We'll use the speakerphone. So I'll be there just to kind of maybe prompt you to ask the questions that need to be
Sure.
asked.
Yeah. Just so I'm making sure that I know exactly what I'm getting into and what's needed of me.
I think it's a really great resource right here in Ottawa. And like I said, like it still maintains your independence, allows you to keep paying your bills as you need to, when also looking forward to the future when you can work and finding a rent that's more suitable than, like you said, one that you're paying now, which might have been a little too much.
Yeah.
For what you can handle. Okay. So we'll get that afterwards. Before we end, you said that you have been looking for jobs as of recent. How's that?
I've been sending some stuff online that haven't really got much back. I've just been applying to retail, that kind of stuff that won't be too harmful to my arm.
Yes, we want to make sure that you're not irritating the injury any further, and we want to get you in something that maybe is a little bit more geared to what you went to school for.
Yeah.
Okay, so one resource that we have here at the center is a resume writing like course kind of thing.
Sure.
And also we provide some job searching within our organization. So you can come in and we'll help you write your resume. You can learn the skills that are going to be effective for an employer, what they look for. And then when you're ready, after you've healed, we can move forward into getting you into job interviews and finding places that are hiring that maybe are more suited for your skills. Would that be something you want to do after?
For sure. That's definitely what I want to do. Okay. Hone my skills and sort of get my foot in the door.
Absolutely. Okay, so I think the first steps after this session, we're going to make the call to the Cornerstone. We'll get all situated. I'm going to then give you the resources of like almost a schedule of when we offer the different programs for the resume writing and the job search.
Okay.
And then we'll just work on right now getting you settled into the Cornerstone and get that weight off your shoulders so that you can be a little more relaxed and stress-free.
Okay.
I know that you're not going to be out on the street.
Sure, yeah, that sounds like a really good plan of action, and I think the move will be really overwhelming for me, especially with my injury. So taking things sort of one step at a time is a really good idea for me right now.
Absolutely. And I want you to know that I'm here to support you in this difficult time. And I want to make sure that everything runs smoothly and you get settled and you're feeling confident about your decision and your future steps that you choose to take.
Yeah, I definitely feel like a big weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Even just knowing that I have somewhere to go on Friday is really just a good piece of mind to have.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So if you don't have any further questions, I think we're ready to make the phone call.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So let's me just get your coat and we'll
Okay.
move into the other room
Sure.
and just give them a call. And then next week we will meet and discuss how the job search has been going and
Sure.
maybe some of those other schedules.
Okay, great.
Thanks.
Thank you.